fix this exposure. I'm staying in Manchester for a couple of days, got here yesterday and we're staying in this big sort of loft apartment in the city centre. I'll show you around very quickly because it is really cool. I'm going to go back upstairs. I'm going to go back upstairs and talk to you about something. Hi. So the reason that I'm in Manchester is because last night I came through to see my friend Naomi speak at a meetup, and a bunch of us are here, hence why we're staying in this big apartment in the city to support Naomi speaking at this event, because she was talking about something that was quite difficult for her to speak about. It was a very emotional and raw talk. A few years ago, Naomi started executing on this huge, grand, ambitious vision to bring independent designers to the high street in a way that was affordable and fair for the independent designers. She got this 10-year lease on a 3-storey townhouse in Newcastle and renovated it with the help of friends and family, and ended up bringing this vision to life in just the most perfect way. In fact, I'll put some photos in. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, and Naomi had to put the business into liquidation. And I sat there last night, like, knowing this story because I followed the journey from day one, but I sat there last night thinking, it's just not fair that somebody put so much heart and soul and money into bringing something to life and it didn't work out. It's just not fair. And it made me think a lot about my own journey as well. And I'm not taking enough risks. I have never taken a risk as big as that. And I need to start taking more risks. Sorry, that was like a really dramatic end to that clip there. Are you ready to go to the football museum?
Yeah, football, boo.
This is the first time, this is the first time I've tried wrapping my GorillaPod around something and it actually works. Famous last words before the camera topples to the ground. Anyway, I'm just going to head into the office. Obviously, I'm back in Glasgow now, and even though it's the weekend, I'm going to head in because I want to record some videos for a YouTube channel that I'm launching for With Jack next week, and I don't want to record the videos when anybody's in the office. So I'm hoping that with it being the weekend, it's pretty quiet in there. I really needed the past few days in Manchester. It was exactly what I needed. I've been feeling a bit, I wouldn't say lonely because that has like negative connotations, but I've been definitely craving company recently. And I think it's because I've hit some quite big milestones with Jack. Like a couple of weeks ago, I've now sold over £100,000 worth of insurance through With Jack, which blows my mind. And as I'm a solo founder and I don't have any employees, I didn't have anybody to celebrate that moment with, so it was great to get away with a group of like-minded individuals. They're all working on their own thing too, and just spend a few days eating good food, drinking, having fun, doing a bit of work, of course. It was exactly what I needed. So anyway, let's get into the office now, and fingers crossed nobody is there. Okay, it looks like I'm the only person here. Somebody from that company's in their office, but Nobody else is here. So I did actually record these videos for my new YouTube channel in my house, but the weather was being really inconsistent and crazy, so the exposure was changing from clip to clip and it just wasn't perfect. And I always want my output of work with Jack to be the best quality that I can possibly ensure. So obviously for this I'm not going to go and hire a professional film crew, but it was bugging me. It could have been better, and if things could be better, then make them better. Success. I mentioned in Manchester about how big an impact Naomi's talk had on me, and I guess I should give you some context as to why that is. You know, it's taken me a really long time to get started in insurance with my own business. It's a really difficult industry to break into. It's regulated, there's a lot of red tape just to get started, and then there's quite a lot of capital required up front before you've even validated or tested your idea. So it's quite a difficult industry to get into. On top of that, it took me 2 years to find an insurer to work with me. And within that 2 years, I was hearing no after no after no, and then in a lot of cases, just being completely ignored or given false hope and then ignored. It was a difficult time. And I feel like over the course of that 2 years, my ambition and what I was shooting for was drastically scaled back because I realized how difficult it would be just to get started. So it's almost like my vision was diluted. And when I say my ambition was scaled back, not in the sense that I don't want to grow and build with Jack or that I don't think I'm capable of it. It's not that at all. It's just that I really had to water down my vision because of how difficult it was just to launch a bare minimum business in the insurance industry. I mean, here we are almost 2 years after I did launch with Jack, and I'm still manually processing quotes. And it's not good enough. It is not good enough. So when I heard Naomi talk about all of these huge risks that she took with her business and how much of herself, like every last part of herself, went into trying to make that a success. And even though it didn't work out in the way that she'd wanted it to, which is terrifying, she still, and she said this herself in her talk, she still gained a lot out of the process. And those are things that she would never have gained if she hadn't have taken that risk. So that is why I'm feeling so inspired. And I don't really know what that inspiration will translate to, but all I know is that I'm ready to take bigger risks and I'm ready to aim higher.